Alright, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I have it in my inventory, I have written down like an empty silk pouch. Would you say that got taken when all the coins got taken by the doodad?
No, a hole pulled
The
them.
dome.
A hole got poked to the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's
Gone?
gone.
Gone.
And it wasn't absorbed. It was probably just burnt like your arm.
Yeah. I mean,
Like your arm.
oh, speaking of which, I gotta put an arm here. Arm bone.
Yeah, I don't know why you took that. That's kinda
Charred
gross.
bone.
It's like, no, but like, it's not like intact. Like, it's mostly burnt off.
Yeah.
It's like the weird nub bit, and like maybe.
I want to get it healed
This much.
eventually. That's the plan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Or like the magic.
I'm letting you do, like, I took your arm for the walls. Like, you can
Yeah.
fix this as whatever way you want.
Yeah.
Or you can just keep your magic mage arm
Yeah.
until someone uses Dispel Magic.
I'm hopeful still.
I'm banking on you guys fighting like a wizard and like.
He's just Dispel
Like you
Magic.
come at him with like a sword or something, and it's just like Dispel Magic, and the sword just like.
That's great.
Just a nub hit like 1 damage.
That's why I need an arm.
Yeah, honestly.
So no silk pouch for me. But yes, arm bone. Alright, so on the boat, does that count as a long rest?
Oh yeah, you guys are.
Okay, sick.
You've spent like a long time on the boat. Like you spent like a few weeks sailing back, and it wasn't like sailing because it was like a rowboat kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can take a long rest. It's fine.
So Michael,
That's
I feel like from what you said, I'm inferring that you have unspoken beef with me.
No, but I do know people who do have unspoken beef with you.
Really?
I do.
Are you gonna spoke the beef?
No.
Why aren't you gonna spoke the beef?
Because that would stir the beef. The
It's
beef is
stirred?
currently unstirred.
Unstirred.
It's settled.
But now Zach knows there's beef that's gonna be stirred.
It's not going to be stirred unless I stir it.
Or the unstirred beef stirs the beef.
I
If
am
the
the unstirred
if-
beef stir.
No.
And I'm not stirring
no,
the
no, No, you know the unstirred beef stir.
Yes.
You're the conduit to Zach's beef.
Yes.
Does that make it so we have a beef?
No.
Yeah, I think it does. Because you
Because
know the beef stir and you're not spilling the
No.
beans.
It means that I have beef with the beef
The
stir.
beef beans.
No, you have the beef beans and you're
The
not
beef
spilling
flavored
them.
beans.
You're not being a good conduit to Zach's beef.
Yeah, because I don't want to give him the beef that he desires. Well, that he doesn't desire. You don't want the beef. Or do you want the beef?
Do I want the beef?
You don't want the
I'm definitely curious about
Yeah,
the
I was
beef.
gonna say
You're curious about the beef, but then once you know the beef, then the beef is there.
Yeah.
There.
But if you don't tell
I'm not
the-
being a
if you
beef
don't-
bean
if-
conduit.
No. If you don't tell the beef stir, you don't tell the beef stir that you sent your beans and the beef down the conduit to Zach, and Zach knows
Down
about
the
the beef
conduit.
stir.
But Zach doesn't know who the beef stir is.
Oh, then why does this beef stir have a beef with Zach?
Because the
That's
fact
what
that
I'm saying.
because no, Zach knows who it is, but I'm not saying who it is.
I don't know who it
Because
is.
it's unknown
You-
beef stir.
okay,
You don't
so-
know who
okay,
it is,
so
but I know who
You
it is.
said
and you know the person.
I know who it is.
You know the
Then
person.
you said it's
You
an
know
unknown
the beef stir, but you don't know the beef stir has beef with you.
I see.
Isn't that? But that would make me feel so weird. And like, I think your best player.
Now
right
I'm paranoid.
Yeah, your best beef.
Now I'm just gonna end up having beef with everyone.
But see, no, this is the thing. He's gonna investigate for the beef stir. If he finds the beef stir is gonna know that you spilled something. But if you tell him right now who the beef stir is, he's not gonna let on to the beef stir that he knows beef.
And if I do not find the beef stir, I'm gonna find non-beef stirs who then become beef stirs.
Because you think they have beef.
Because I think they're the beef stir.
But the
He's
thing
gonna
about
find-
it is,
he's gonna
I'm going to be. You're converting me as a
Into a
conduit
beef
into a beef stir by not
You're a
spilling the
conduit
beef,
to beef
flavored beans.
no,
The beef
because the
beans.
thing about it is, there's only a certain number of people who you could consider beef stirs, because the fact that we both know them, and they would
Okay.
only consider me as a conduit to tell you, because I'm a beef bean boy, that they would tell me about their beef and not you. There's only a select few people, and by select few I mean like 3. There's only 3 possible beef stirs who would tell me
So there's
that
a
I'm a
beef
conduit
stir,
to you.
but you're also a. You may not be a beef stir by not telling me.
But I'm a
you may
beef
be,
stirrer.
but you're definitely a beef stirrer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the name of the...
If I was you, I would start beefs with everyone.
That's what I think I might do. Do you know what I think, Michael? I think nobody has beef with me.
You're right.
I think you're lying.
Correct.
I think he's the You're like a fake beefster. You're just trying to
I
get him to start beefs with other people. You want to see him.
It's
have
imaginary
beef.
beef.
You think
I'm
there
the one
should-
with beef.
I think he thinks there should be beef.
That's definitely it.
I think Michael
No.
wants there to be beef.
What it is I have beef, but I'm
You're
not trying
a
to put it off
beef
to
stirrer.
someone else that has beef, even though it's actually me that has beef.
You have
I'm not the
beef with
beef
someone?
stirrer. I'm not the beef stirrer. I'm the beef stirrer.
So then there's no reason. You can just let the beef go. Let me consume the beef, and I will
Hold on,
share.
hold on.
I will share the beef
Oh,
with you.
hold on. You have beef with someone?
No. Well, yes, not
You
Zach.
You have beef with someone who has beef with Zach.
No, I know someone who has beef with Zach.
So who do you have beef with?
No one. Well, someone, but not that person.
Well,
So
you're
who do you-
starting to
who do you
develop
have beef
beef
with?
with me.
I'm not sure. I'm sure I have beef with somebody.
Oh, you're just saying there's someone out there who you
And
have
I'm
beef
sure I don't.
Yes, correct.
So this all started when I was in the car with Michael, and I was
Can you read?
pondering to myself.
Can you read the?
Yeah, I'll have to take the microphone away.
Oh, right.
I was pondering to myself why I don't have beef with anyone else, because I had made this realization. I don't have beef with anyone, or so it seems, at least to me. And I was thinking, why don't I have beef with anyone? Why do I specifically not have beef with anyone?
Well, you do, apparently.
Or am I just fabricating all of this to make beef?
I don't know if I have beef with anyone.
Michael, can we have beef?
Are you unclear? No, I don't want to have beef.
You know, like how people have Twitter beef just to become more popular because Twitter beef makes people famous? Can we get fake beef so that we can become famous?
That's what it feels like you're already doing. Maybe this is your strategy all along.
No, I think this is his technique to
Yeah.
get the podcast bumping.
Yeah.
Like beef with people in the podcast.
No, there's no one here who. It's not someone here.
I didn't assume.
Okay,
That'd be weird.
that would be weird. It's Ian all along.
Ian, what's your beef with me?
Ian, what's your beef with Zach?
All the awful little jokes.
There you go.
Roast beef?
Yeah,
So
so
if you have a beef with someone and you start roasting them?
Yeah.
Well, I like that.
Yeah. So I kind of want to read this, but I also want to hear about your beef. Do you believe you have beef with anyone?
Well, you can read it
Okay.
while I think of beefs.
Okay, sounds good.
I
All
want
right.
us to have a beef over having
I
the
think
same
I
name.
found a beef.
Okay,
It wasn't her.
go ahead.
I have a beef. Let's see. No, I don't know if it's a beef because I don't have the beef.
If someone has beef with you,
It's someone having beef with me.
That's half points.
Yeah, is it half beef?
Half beef.
yeah.
I have 2 half beefs.
You can't entirely take credit for the beef.
That was
But see,
far.
I
I
don't
got
want
suspended.
Yeah.
How long does beef last?
That's the problem.
I've had beef with people in high school.
Yeah, but
I've never
so far
talked to
it's
them.
lasted
it's
4
only
years.
It's only when people get older.
3 years.
Well,
See, you can be on level with the beef. You can be under the beef and over the beef. Under the beef is tension. Like, oh man, that guy keeps getting on my nerves. I'm still gonna hang out with him, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's on beef where it's like, I'm not talking to this dude. We have beef. And then there's over the beef where it's like, hey, you want to hang out again? I'm glad we got over that.
Over the beef.
Over the beef.
So which beef do you believe I have?
What?
No, you have under beef.
Under beef?
I think it's under
Oh,
beef. You
because
don't
it's
know that.
concealed.
Exactly.
I
You have
see.
under beef right now.
well, no, it's not anymore because Ian has admitted to the beef.
No. You're trying to slash away from.
You're trying to
the point.
distract the beef. You're
No
trying to
beef
distract me
distractions.
from the beef.
I'm a beef bean boy conduit.
does
Why
not
would I
exist.
distract from the beef?
Yeah, you are conduit. I'm conduit beef boy.
I'm beef bean conduit boy.
You're trying to lead me one way while throwing the beef in another direction.
Why would I be a beef thrower when I'm a beef conduit?
That you tell me. I'm just observing this here. I caught you red-handed.
No, you're just absorbing.
I can't tell you motive. All I can see
I'm not
is
telling. I'm not asking for motive. I'm asking for beef.
what? You want me to have beef with you?
No, I'm asking for beans.
Beans.
Yes.
Beans and wieners?
You want me to spill beans?
Yes, on who the beef bean boy is. No, I'm the beef bean boy.
Yes,
Conduit.
I know that. Okay, do you want me to tell you that?
Yes.
Okay, you are the beef bean boy conduit.
Perfect. We're over it.
We're over our beef?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize we had a beef.
Now we don't.
I feel like this is more distraction tactic.
Do you count girls beef?
Yeah.
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 I don't. Yeah.
has no
why
gender.
wouldn't it be?
See,
I guess there is a difference. Bro beef versus
bro beef. I
Man.
feel like is a more aggressive beef. Like
more
that's-
aggressive.
Oh, really?
I would think. Like in
I was
action- no.
about to say more tender.
Yeah.
No.
I would think bro beef would be more tender.
No, I
Ten-
think
tender
no.
beef.
Okay, yeah. It's a. I think it's a
It's a more rare.
like.
I mean, it's in like medium rare.
Okay, so
Yeah,
girl beef. I'm imagining like
it's fine and stringy.
Yeah.
not no. But
Stringy beef.
girl beef. I'm not talking about like I'm talking about
I guess that would be the opposite.
girl-
I don't know. Whatever.
like you and them maybe had a relationship thingy, but the beef's over. Like that's what caused the beef, or like you're talking to girls. Like I'm talking more like relationship beefs.
Oh, okay.
I didn't follow.
Relationship beefs
Versus.
like bro beefs. Like
Okay.
it's much easier, I think, to break up with like a significant other than it is to break up with a friend.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but the thing about it is...
Are we all on that page?
Yes.
I guess so.
But
I've
no,
never done it.
Sure.
Like if you had a close friend.
You mean break up with a male bro friend?
Yeah.
If me and you, it'd be harder to end our friendship than if I started dating someone and break up with them. It'd be harder for me to
I'm
stop
following.
talking to you.
I just wasn't 100% sure if
but
it
that's
was a
what
bro
I'm trying to
friend.
say. So what I'm saying is, if you two had a beef, that beef is way crazier and is more soft subject. Like you don't want to.
Okay.
But at the same
you don't
time,
want to stir.
It
that
depends
beef.
on how intense the beef is.
the thing
too.
about it,
Like we can have tiny baby beef pellets.
I've had tiny baby beef pellets with my best friend, and as long as we don't bring them up, then there's no beef.
I feel like
both of us know. Like this is with Josh. Me and Josh have beef, but like we know like the touchy subjects where the beef arises, the beef sprouts. So we know where the beef sprouts, but as long as we don't go to the beef sprout field, then the beefs won't sprout.
I feel like I'd rather present my beef though.
Oh yeah, I think.
Live without.
I think
no,
we're on a
no,
different topic.
present the
We're on a
beef.
different subject now. I think you need to confront these beefs.
No,
Yeah,
we have
confront
confronted
them.
the beef. We've realized we've come to a conclusion on this beef that we disagree, and we respect that we both disagree on this beef.
So the beef sprouted. You said, "Look at this sprouted beef."
Does he think
Let's
we
crawl
both
under
look at
it
the
so
spread
it
of
is
beef.
over us.
And we both
they
go,
said exactly.
sprouted
Like,
beef.
you guys said, "All right, you know what? This beef is going to be forever."
This beef is sprouted.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
put it away.
So
No,
we put
I don't think you're over that beef.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think you're under that beef.
That's a different category.
Yeah,
no, I
it's
say
like-
I'm over the beef.
No, I think watch.
That's storage. That's stored beef.
I'm gonna do
It's
it. That.
Schrodinger's beef. I like it.
Yeah, essentially, like
both a
okay,
beef and not a beef. At the
So
same time.
you like over.
I was thinking more of it's
No.
stored beef. You save it for later.
No,
but
no.
maybe not. Maybe you keep it in storage forever.
Exactly.
But you could take it out at any point.
I like Schrodinger's beef
Yeah.
because it makes sense because the fact that if you
Well,
never,
I
if you
like
never
both
touch that,
analogies.
if
I'm
you,
What I
gonna
said
call-
and
no,
what
I'm
you
still
said.
going to call it beef, but I'm going to call it beef with a question mark.
I see.
So here's beef. You can be over beef.
Okay.
I'll drop that.
Right now, it's just a picture of
of a 3,
a 3 written backwards.
You can be over beef. You can be here on over.
Now it has the 3 written backwards with elongated,
You can be
with an elongated top and
You can
bottom.
be under, or you can be right in beef.
Why is
Okay.
Right now, you're in beef,
yeah.
which is like so far away. Look at this distance. So far away from a conclusion.
Okay, he wrote beef with a question mark further away from the backwards 3.
So what I'm saying is, this beef is dealt with in such a way that beef can come back.
Yeah.
It can come back if it's brought up, but it can also stay by itself forever.
It can, if you're lucky.
Well, it's not even luck.
This comes
It's-
in the beef luck charm.
No, because the fact that it's not. I wouldn't call it beef.
It's more probability.
It's not even beef probability. It's
Well,
knowing the beef, knowing the beef. is
I
there.
think it's probability, but you can easily manipulate the probability.
Yeah, exactly. It's easily manipulated of beef probability.
Yeah.
Down here, I drew beef luck.
It looks like a piece of broccoli.
It does. It's
It's supposed
beef
to be a
broccoli.
4-leaf clover.
It's beef
Oh,
broccoli.
okay.
Beef luck is directly related to beef.
I wouldn't even call it beef luck.
It could be a 4-leaf clover.
I
It's
call
so
it
far away. I
easily
can't see
manipulated of beef probability.
Because if you have bad beef luck, that beef is going to keep coming in on the under beef.
it. Yeah.
That's the worst spot that beef can be, is the under beef.
Is under beef.
The
Well,
best-
Because if it comes back on over or in the middle, you can just put it back where it was.
if you come in and it's over, then
It
beef
goes-
goes away.
Yeah, true.
If you come in on beef, you can send it straight back to beef.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Or it
Yeah.
can go to over beef.
Yeah.
Or under beef.
No, under beef is different. Because under beef is not beef. Under beef, you don't talk about.
You can transition from under beef to beef though.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, from under beef to beef, but you can't go back to under beef. Okay, I got it now.
When you have beef, and if you're trying to put beef back into under beef, that's when it becomes beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So beef is kind of an alternative to under beef. It's
Exactly.
an alternative under beef.
You're taking it. You're not done with it.
Yeah.
You guys haven't come. I know you guys have said you agree to disagree.
You agree
but
to
that's
disagree.
that's what puts it in beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't put it back into under beef.
Because that means...
Or I guess beef is exactly what happens when you try to put it back into under beef.
Yeah.
When you both agree to put it back under beef, it goes to beef.
It's not even putting it back to under beef. It's considered, if you try to put it back into under beef, it's still, I like the analogy that it's not under beef.
It's not.
back.
It's not.
It's
when
beef.
when you put something from beef to under beef, it doesn't go back.
It doesn't
to
go
under
back.
beef.
It goes to
It's like
beef.
It's like
It's a one-way portal.
Exactly. Like, you can come up. This is a thing I do in school. It's called a chair. I do it with fluids. You can send it up this way, but if it tries to come back, it gets stuck in this chair.
Yeah.
That chair directly
send it
leads
to beef.
to beef.
No, to beef.
To beef, sorry. To beef?
Yeah.
It goes right to beef.
Which I was calling that stored beef.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, because you're just saving the beef for later.
Well, but the thing about it...
But since it's stored, it's not saved beef, so you're not necessarily saving it for later.
Yeah, I like
you're
the
just
idea.
storing it
That's why
potentially
it's
forever.
ambiguous.
Yeah.
Because it could be stored forever and it could never come back out.
Exactly. That's what the beef luck is.
Yeah. As long as you have good beef luck, it will never come out.
Here's my biggest problem.
Your beef?
He's your biggest beef with beef?
Stored beef can never go to over beef directly.
No.
Yes.
It can go very quickly to it.
To over beef.
Through beef to over beef.
You can come straight to beef, straight to over beef real quick.
Yeah.
If someone has a change of heart or mind, you can go to beef real quick to over beef.
Yeah, so that means
it's like
the beef is brought back. If you have bad
someone-
beef luck, then the beef is brought back, and the beef is brought back, and immediately
No,
there's someone,
if
one of
you
the other...
have bad beef luck, if you have real bad beef luck, it's just going to go to under beef. If you have okay beef luck, it's going to go to beef, which gives you the chance to bring it back to over beef, or send it straight back to stored beef.
To stored beef, yeah.
If you have real good beef
By
luck,
way of trying to get to under beef.
yeah. So if you have, if your beef luck is in the middle, you can sway either to over beef or back to under beef, which
Would send it back to beef.
to stored beef.
Mm-hmm.
If you have real good beef luck, you're going to go to beef.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, it might not even be a conversation of beef. What it's going to be is, oh, you know what? I now agree with Zach or Michael on this beef matter.
But that doesn't necessarily mean the other person knows unless you bring it
No,
up.
exactly. If I change my mind, like if you think 0 and I think 1, and I say, oh, you know what? 0.
Actually 0, yeah.
But you still think he thinks 1.
You still think I think 1, but I go to 0, which means in my mind I'm in over beef right now. But you're still in
beef
stored
storage.
beef.
Yeah.
But
Which means you're both really in stored beef.
Exactly. If I bring up that I'm a 0, not a 1 anymore, that's when your stored beef zips to beef and then over beef.
Yeah.
Because you've still had this stored beef.
Yeah.
Which now is over beef.
And so the moment you bring it up that you are now 0 and I am still 0, and you are no longer 1, that you are 0.
Exactly. It doesn't go straight to over beef. It goes to beef because you have that moment of unknowing. That's what brings it to beef and not straight to over beef.
And then when you say, like literally when the conversation topic is brought back up, the beef topic is brought up,
Exactly.
then it goes to beef.
Exactly. Because as soon as I say, hey, you remember that 0 and 1 thing? That's when the beef starts again.
Yeah. But then the second you
I've
say,
skipped-
I'm actually 0.
I've skipped over beef because it's in stored beef, which means we can't go back to
under beef. Yeah.
But I've brought up the beef. I said, hey, remember 0 and 1? That initiates the beef in your mind. I'm still in over beef.
But because
I know I'm a 0.
But because the fact that you are an over beef and I am in beef,
I'm in
we're
the
both
plane
in
of
beef.
over beef. You are now in the plane of beef until I say I'm a 0.
And then I immediately go.
That's when you jump over to over beef.
And then we're both at over beef.
But since if one person has beef with the other person and the other person doesn't, they both actually have beef.
That's true.
So you're not actually in the plane of over beef.
No.
You just are in your mind.
I have
You
ascended
perceive
in my
yourself
mind
as an over beef.
because in my mind I've been okay with being a 0, which means I don't think we have a beef. But since I haven't told you, you still think there's.
I still think there's a beef, but
stored beef.
unless it's
Which
brought
means
up,
you're not constantly thinking there's a beef.
Yeah.
But as soon as I bring up, hey, you remember that 0 and 1?
then it'd be,
I know I'm in over, or at least I think I'm in over beef.
unless I
Which
get
means I think I'm safe from
so
the beef.
The thing about it is you can bring back up 0, 1. You could have changed your mind to 0, but I could have changed my mind to 1.
See, now, here's the problem. If I bring up beef and I think I'm in over beef,
And
and
then
you've switched to 1,
One.
thinking you're in over beef,
You go back to beef.
the two of us think we're in over beef, we instantly go into this horrible beef zone. I think that change switches the beef zone so much more.
So the thing about it is, if for example, we have a 0-1 debate, I am 0 and you are 1, then we have the debate, we say, hey, I respect you are a 1, I respect that I'm a 0, let's put it into beef storage. It is stayed in beef storage, we go about our business. Then both of our minds switch. I become a 1, you become a 0. Then, in our minds, like, you were the other one, so that means because we switched, we are now moved to over beef. Now, we both think in our minds that we are over beef, then the second we bring the conversation topic back up, we both, at the second...
Check this. If we both switch without telling the other, and we both perceive we're in over beef, we're not going to talk about it. Because we're like, oh, you know what?
So
I don't want to
stored over beef?
Exactly. It's a stored over beef.
Yeah.
Because the beef still exists with both of us thinking we're in the over beef plane together, and we're not going to bring it up because we don't want to bring up the other person's beef because it's not fun to put someone in beef when you're in over beef. So the two people say, we're in over beef, it's fine, we're not going to talk about it. If that somehow gets brought up, if a third party
if a third party comes in
and says, hey, 0 or 1, and we both say the opposite, oh man, that beef is going to be bad.
That's going to be bad beef.
D&D, guys.
There's also the difference between over beef and under beef, which is just being aware of the beef. So if you're aware of it, you're in
that's
stored beef. I meant stored beef and under beef. If you're aware of it, it's stored beef, and if you're not aware of it, it's under beef. Also,
if you know that there's stored beef / under beef, you're in beef viewage.
Yeah.
You can see the beef. That is a third party beef view, or a first person. See, the first person beef view, you might think you're in stored beef, but you're probably in under beef. If you've brought it up, you can see that you're in stored beef. The beef view of the first person can turn.
So it's possible you see under beef, but another person would see stored beef. Is that still recording?
Oh gosh.
It definitely is.
We can look back and see at hints of the beef.